Good morning, it's Bryan Schmidt over at Cross Country Mortgage. Hope you're having a great start to your week. It's Monday morning, and just had this happen over the weekend, so I thought I would share this with you. If you're thinking about buying a home, it's kind of like going grocery shopping. Don't go to the grocery. You probably don't go to the grocery store without your wallet or your purse or your debit or credit card or cash or whatever you use to pay for your groceries. And unfortunately, some families they buy a home without understanding how they're going to pay for it. So most of America needs to borrow money when they buy a home. Very few people pay cash for a property. So if you're going to need to finance the purchase of your new home, the last thing I want you to do is go out there and just go buy a house and try to figure it out later. And unfortunately, as silly as it sounds right now, as we're talking about this, and you're thinking, man, I would never do that. There's no way I would ever do that. Well, this family this weekend did. They walked into an open house. They fell in love with the home. They weren't represented by a realtor. They put the offer together with the listing agent and got the offer accepted. Well, unfortunately for them, they didn't negotiate the real estate contract the way that they needed to. So now they either have to cancel that real estate deal and not buy the home that they want, or they have to figure out how to make this whole thing happen. So what I want you to understand is before you go shop for a home, please get fully approved before you physically go look at homes. I promise you there will be another home on the market other than that one. There are hundreds, if not thousands of homes that are on the market on a regular basis for sale. You will find a great home. And remember, when you're being pre-approved, you have to understand three numbers. You have to understand how much money do you have to have in your possession to be approved in underwriting. So like how much money do you have? Like checking, savings, retirement accounts, maybe a gift would be involved. Maybe you're taking money out of or taking a loan against a retirement account. We need to understand all that. So the property that you choose is going to have a different number than the property you looked at right before that. So every property is going to have a different asset amount needed to be approved in underwriting. So that's number one. Number two is you need to understand how much out of that money you have to show in the bank are you actually going to write a check to purchase the home with. So you might need to show $10,000 in the bank, and then that property that you're selecting to buy, you might only need $6,600 to go to closing. We need to understand those two numbers before you write an offer. The last thing I want you to do is make an offer, accept a deal, and then find out later that it's going to cost you thousands of dollars more than you expected at closing. And then obviously the third number is going to be how much is this thing going to cost me every month? What's the monthly payment? We're going to look at and confirm taxes and whether or not you're using mortgage insurance and how much that mortgage insurance is going to cost you. That's different for every family as well. So we want to confirm those three numbers. How much money do you have to have in the bank? How much money are you going to spend to buy the house? And what's the monthly payment before you write an offer? And we can help you do all those things before you look at homes during the pre-approval process and make sure that you're fully prepared financially to commit to buying that home. So if you have questions, you know anybody that's going through this process differently or not following that, I highly recommend give us a call. I'm happy to run numbers, happy to answer any questions. That's what we're here to do. So call us. Our main number at the office is 847-603-4778.